Well, hello, fellow notaries. This is Liz Head, EC Head Training Workshops. I just came on right now to talk to the new notaries. I just want to tell you, I understand where you are. I understand your frustrations. I'm just going to share a little bit about my journey when I was in your position. We all started. We didn't all get where we are immediately. It takes time. But I remember when I started, and it was so frustrating. Oh my God, I would get so frustrated. But I started because I needed $500 more a month in my retirement budget. I'd been retired for a few years and realized that my money was looking kind of funny. So I started looking for a part-time job. The dollar store wouldn't hire me. Friend told me about this mobile notary stuff. I said, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that because I don't want to drive. I don't like to drive. I'm not a good driver. So I went on. Another month passed. I still needed that $500. So I took a look at the mobile notary. I took a look, but I didn't really go for general notary work at all. I went straight to loan signing. Now, I started getting hits right away because of my background, of course. But here's the thing. There's a difference between being a loan officer and being loan signing. I know some of you may have heard me say that time and time again. But anyway, I have to remember where I was. Sometimes when I read some posts, I have to take myself back and remember how frustrated I would get. Now, I was mad every day because I had to drive to these appointments. And remember, I don't like to drive. So that was the biggest hurdle that I had to overcome, along with thinking that I was there to facilitate them making sure that they've got the right stuff, because I'm a loan officer. So I'm looking at this stuff from a loan officer's position instead of a loan signing position, because I didn't know what a loan signing agent was really. But it was just like some of this stuff was wrong in my opinion. But you never know what's going on with the files. And I know that, but still, some of the stuff that I would see, for instance, maybe we were in back then, maybe we were in a 5% interest rate. And I'm looking at these documents and they sitting on a 9% interest rate. In addition to that, the credit report may have been there, and the credit report showed good credit scores. So I'm scratching my head saying, why are they doing this? Thank God I had enough sense not to say anything to the borrowers, because you definitely do not want to do that. But that was a challenge for me, and because I had to learn the difference between being a loan officer, being a mortgage person, and being a loan signing agent. Another situation, what really brought it on home to me, probably 4.5 years ago, I don't know when I stopped judging, but I was doing a closing, and sometimes people just want to talk. So this lady was doing a refinance, and her interest rate was going up, her payment was going up. So it's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, why is she refinancing? Well, she told me, and it was because she has, I guess she still got it, a home health care business, and her cash flow was not what it should be for that month. So she needed to skip a month. She needed to skip a payment for that month so she could pay her employees. And that's when the light bulb went off in my head. I am not here to judge why people are doing what they're doing. And even if it appeared to be nonsensical to me, it does not mean that it is nonsensical to them, and it's satisfying their need. Therefore, it ain't my business. It ain't my business. So the other thing was, we talk about mistakes. Well, see, I've never made a whole lot of mistakes, but way back when I would make a mistake, oh my God, it would just crush me. I would be crushed and I'd be so embarrassed. But I would go through it. I would, first of all, let me fix it, and I would always fix it quickly. However, after a while, I said, let me just do an audit. I decided to do an audit on my file. So, you know, my corporate hat came on, and I did a 10% audit, 10% of everything I'd done. I did an audit. Oh my God. It was just like, ooh, I missed that. Ooh, I missed that. Ooh, I missed that too. But they didn't catch that, see? But anyway, by doing that audit, I only did it for a couple of months. But by doing that audit, it brought my attention to some of the smaller things that I was missing, whether the lender or the signing service caught it or not. It helped me to be more cautious, helped me to be more careful, helped me to check my work. So anyway, I also learned that I stopped being embarrassed when I made a mistake, because when I told myself, that self-talk, I said, when I make a mistake, first of all, I've got to own it. I've got to apologize, I've got to fix it, and I fix it quickly. And that has worked well for me. Speaking of mistakes, let me tell you something I did last month. Same title company. For some reason, that deed of trust, the notarial certificate on that deed of trust and I were not just getting along. We were not getting along. On the first one, and this was like 2 days apart, the first one, I missed my stamp. So they were very, very cordial. They sent me an email and sent me a loose leaf and asked me to complete it and stamp it and send it back. Oh, you know, it was a loose leaf. It was online. I did it all pretty. I typed everything in, signed my name, and sent it. Well, the next day, the guy calls and he said, well, Liz, I need you to stamp the certificate. And I said, but I did that. And very patiently, he said, but you didn't stamp it. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. So, okay, fine. I fixed that. The next day, same title company, I missed another notarial certificate on the deed of trust. Y'all, I didn't miss stamping it. I do nothing with it. I missed it altogether. How did that happen? I have no idea. Same title company, same week, and it's one that I work with quite a bit. So of course I fixed that one, and I made sure I stamped it, and I sent it back. And then of course I had the two schedulers' names. So that cost me a little bit, because I then did an apology card to them where I included a $25 gift card for each one of them. I did two separate cards, a $25 Starbucks gift card saying, have a cup of coffee on me, I'm so sorry I messed up. So now, did they stop sending me business? They did not. They did not. Have I made another mistake like that? I have not. So, but it also made me be more careful with all of my files. So every once in a while, we're just going to go into a block where we're going to miss some stuff. And just know that when we miss something, we make a mistake because we're dealing with a whole lot of paper. In my opinion, it does not matter how experienced we are. We're going to make a mistake periodically. And then it's not so much that the mistake is bad, but it's how you recover from having made that mistake. And you do not continue to make the same mistakes over and over. So anyway, I just wanted to drop that to say it's okay to make a mistake. As long as you own it, you apologize, you fix it, and you fix it quickly. And I also just wanted to say, new people, I understand. I do understand where you are. I understand the challenges, some of the challenges that some of you are having, and I'm just going to say stick with it. And when you get to the point where you want to quit, remember why you started doing it. And then if you decide to quit, just stick with it until you make your money back. Once you make your money back, then you can quit. But stick with it. It will work. And right now, we are in a feast. The money is there for you if you want to go make it. But it's not just going to dump out and grab you. You've got to do something to get that money. It's not going to last always. It's not going to last always. The feast that we're in right now is not going to last. So make the money while you can, but pace yourself. Don't burn yourself out. So anyway, thank you so much for letting me just tell you a little bit of my story. And I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.